Hey guys, so we have come to that time of the year that always makes me sad because it actually snowed yesterday for the first time, and it none of it stuck to the ground, but it actually snowed for the first time, and so that definitely put things into perspective for my godmother's two sisters who live out at the lake house during the warmer months. They moved out there in like May of this year, shortly before my birthday, and they are starting to have discussions about moving back up and closing up the lake house for the winter. I always get sad about like closing up the lake house because if you don't know me that well, then you probably don't know that I absolutely love the water. Like being around the water, being in the water, being on the water. It soothes my soul and it calms me down and it brings me such a deep sense of peace. And like, obviously, I'm not really a huge fan of the snow. I hate driving in snow and ice, like I always have. I'm not really a huge fan of like having to go out and walk in the snow and ice either because I've fallen and like really hurt myself before a few times. But I'm always really sad because that means no more kayaking, no more boats, no more, being able to see the water, nothing like that. And then also, this is going to sound horrible, but then also I feel like my godmother and I kind of lose our alone time that we get to spend with each other because um, one of her sisters has a house in town that she moves into town, and we live outside of town, obviously. And the other sister moves back in with us. And don't get me wrong here, I have absolutely no problems with either sister, but I just like, I really truly appreciate the alone time that I get to spend with my godmother. I've always been super close with my godmother, like throughout my entire life. For those of you who don't know, my mother and my godmother were actually in a relationship and were living together as partners, like girlfriends, when I was born. And so, like, I've always had a super close connection with my godmother throughout my entire life, like I said. And um, there's been a few years, like after I graduated from high school, where she and I didn't really talk that much when I wasn't living in Michigan. But like just the fact that she allowed me to come back and she opened up her home to me really like speaks volumes to me about the type of love and care that she has for me. And I definitely am so appreciative. But like I said, it makes me really sad when we have to start closing up the lake house because then I also feel like we don't get outside as much. We don't spend as much time doing outdoor things. Like, it just makes me sad. Like, it feels like freedom kind of ends because when the lake house is open, we can go there. We go on our little gravel travels where we go around and try new things and go new places. And like I said, we go kayaking, we do all these things. And we didn't get to kayak as much this year as we did last year just because of the weather. And then plus like me starting my new job at the school, my work schedule has been definitely a lot less flexible than it was last year when I was working as the church secretary. I do also have an update on some drama related to the church. I don't know if I will film that today or when I will film that, but I do want to update you guys on like stuff that is going on, more drama with the church and the pastor who let me go from my job after I tested positive for COVID. And kind of did things behind my back. So I do have an update on that. If you guys are interested, stay tuned for that video. But I'm just like, I'm sad because I love being out at the lake. I love like all the memories that the lake brings me. My grandma and grandpa actually had a cottage on the opposite side of the lake. They're almost like straight across the lake from my godmother and her family's lake house. And so it's always like emotional for me to be at the lake and have those memories, because I remember like when I was growing up, I would always be over at my grandma's house, and my cousin Kelly and I, who passed away, Kelly passed away a few years ago now. Um, you know, it's always sad just to think of those memories of growing up and being at the lake. And I hate, like, winter just seems like it drags on forever in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And like I said, we got snow yesterday, and October 7th, we got snow. And it's just like a precursor of things to come. And the fact that the leaves are changing so quickly just really makes me nervous about the type of winter that we're going to end up having, because I feel like when the leaves change super quickly, then that means we're in for like this really rough winter, and I'm definitely not looking forward to it. So I guess like this whole video is me just kind of sharing my feelings with you guys about the fact that I'm really sad that winter is coming, and the fact that we are in the process of starting to close things up at the lake house for winter. The pontoon has been put away for almost a month at this point, as of the day I'm recording this, which is October 8th. The kayaks got put away earlier this week. Like I said, we haven't really had good enough weather for us to get out on them, which was kind of sad. Like, I feel like it wasn't a very warm summer, and then it also wasn't a very warm fall. Even though they had predicted that October and November were going to be warmer than usual, it definitely has not been warmer than usual. It's definitely been either colder than it normally is, or it's been right at like the baseline of what the temperature normally is at this time of year in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So we are, like I said, in the process of closing up the lake house. So pretty soon my godmother's sister will probably be living here again. I will explain to you, like, the reason why they don't stay at the lake house year round is because it does not have the ability currently. Like, there's not enough heat and there's not enough insulation in that house for them to be able to live there year round. And at their age, they've kind of decided that it's not really even worth the money or the process of trying to do all that. So, yeah, we will be here. Like I said, pretty soon, my godmother's sister is probably going to be moving back in, so that may change the way that I'm able to film. But like I said, one good thing about me having the backlog that I do of videos to upload is that even if I'm not able to film for whatever reason on any given week, then I still have a backlog. So I still have like videos to upload for a certain amount of time before I will have to film. And also, in a few days starts the next session of fall semester. So I will have 3 classes going on at that time. So I'm probably just going to keep doing what I've been doing, which you guys haven't really known. And that is just kind of filming on the weekend, unless I'm doing like one of my recap type videos where I recap what happened at work during the day. I don't know if I'm gonna do another one of those right away. The next one I do might be like an outfit of the day for an entire week, like showing you guys my outfits for the whole week or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm just kind of talking. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions or have topics you'd like to hear me discuss on my channel in the future, please be sure to let me know. I'd be glad to get something filmed for you. And I hope you're staying warm. Hopefully it hasn't snowed where you're at, or if you like the snow, then I guess to each their own. I don't like the snow. I'm not looking forward to it. And yeah, I will talk to you guys next time.